Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. It's Stace in the Place, and today we are here with a Sephora haul, and we're going to talk about this little controversial little pistachio yum that is out here making waves in the streets. But first up, while I am opening this box of goodies, take a hot second to subscribe and, leave me a comment. Like, were you ever interested in the notorious Kayali pistachio yum? Like, I want to know. I'm curious. I mean, all over the YouTube streets and all the little beauty people, they're talking about it, and it has been a hot topic ever since, like, back in January when it was being leaked and stuff, or allegedly being leaked. That was a mess. Anyhow, let's talk about it. So, before we dive into this little box, let me actually grab the perfume itself. So the perfume was actually released on the 21st of March, and I was like, ooh, do I go to the store or do I just order it online? Like, I don't know. I called one store. They said they had it, but only in the 3.4 ounce. Another store was like, we ain't got it, sis. We ain't got it. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just drive there, because my first thought was I want to get a small sample size. Well, not sample, but a small size, just to be sure before I like deep dive into everything. But when I called the store and they said they didn't have it, and then people were like, oh my gosh, it's gonna sell out. I was like, let me just order the small one and the big one online. And if I can find it in store in person, then like I'll smell it, try it out. And if not, then like at least I have them coming to the house. And so luckily enough for me, I went to the store, and hiding in plain sight was this little 10 ml version that I believe was 25 bucks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 25. If it wasn't 25, it was 35, and I'm sorry. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm gonna make this $25 investment. I love pistachio, love gelato. So like, let's try it out. Let's see. As you can see here, I've been having some fun with this little character here. It's very interesting to me, the reviews and perspectives on this, and I'm just gonna say, it's gonna sound mean, but like, some of these people out here have never had gelato, and like, it makes sense. And I'm sorry I said it, but it is what it is. In my humble opinion, I just feel like gelato itself tends to be a lighter version of ice cream. It's not like thick, robust. Does it have flavor? Yes, but it's just not what people hyped it up to be. And I feel bad for the people at Kayali, because they created their perfume. Unfortunately, the information got out, and with the information coming out, it was almost as if people were creating their own narrative of exactly what it should be before the brand necessarily had a chance. And so it kept coming out of like, oh, this pistachio, it's such a rich gourmand, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be grand. Oh, I can wait to smell like a pistachio treat and just yum, 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 and eat them up. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool, like that sounds good. But when it kept saying pistachio gelato, I was just like, but gelato is like, it's cold. Even ice cream itself, like, yes, do we have ice creams that are flavorful? Sure, but ice cream is cold. And in my mind, when something is cold, the scent isn't as loud and boom projecting in your face, right? Like if I tell you you're gonna eat apple pie ice cream versus apple pie, what are you going to smell when you walk into the kitchen? Like, you're going to smell that apple pie before you even hit the kitchen door. If I tell you that you're going to have apple pie ice cream or apple pie gelato, your expectation is to like smell it, and to like for it to be like this heavy scented thing. It's not the same as the actual apple pie. And then on top of that, with pistachios in general, it's like, when's the last time that you've had pistachio ice cream, pistachio gelato, or like any, or even pistachio nuts, for instance, anything that is pistachio flavored and it's cold, what did it smell like? Was it strong? Did it knock you off your senses? Could you smell it from 3 feet away? I don't think so, but who am I to judge? Everybody's, their thoughts and feelings are subjective. Anyhow, I say all that to say that it's unfortunate that a lot of people set expectations but did not mentally prepare for the idea that like their expectations of this scent wasn't necessarily what the scent was destined to be. That's just my personal opinion. I'm sorry. Don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but everybody got an opinion. They all stink, and there's my 2 cents. But anyways, I really, really enjoy this. I think that this scent is just absolutely perfect for spring. I am one of those people who love fresh scents. I love scents that are like kind of cold in a sense where like you smell it, but it's not overpowering. Like if I want to douse myself in this and just smell and just enjoy and vibe out, I can. And the person like 3 feet from me, if they want to engage and be by me and smell it and enjoy all this yumminess, like they can. But if not, they could just stay 3 feet away and be in their own scent bubble. Like I just don't like overpowering, overwhelming, knock everyone in the room dead scents. And that's just me and my personality. Sorry to the people who are on the other polar side of that. Sorry. But I really enjoy it. It goes on and it's very nice and sweet. You can definitely like feel the vibe of the pistachio. It makes me think of when you're in the mall and they're like heating the pistachios with the different spices and stuff. And you can kind of like smell the scent in the air. Now, this is not going to smell like that because this is not created to be like super heavy projection in your face, even though they said intense and people assume that intense means that the projection and the sillage is going to be out of control. But like, we can talk about making assumptions and making A's out of ourselves in another time. But anyhow, it's beautiful. It like in my mind, it smells just like what pistachio gelato, as I would imagine, would smell like. I just don't understand the disconnect and why so many people are like, oh, it's not a gourmand, or like, oh, and I don't know. I mean, like, yes, there's a little bit of the bergamot there as well, but that gives it like a little bit of that freshness. But I don't get this soapy scent that some people are having. And unfortunately, maybe that's just because scents are subjective and it deals with our body chemistry. But for me, I don't get that weird scent where people are like, oh, it smells like the pink soap in the bathroom. Like, I didn't get that. I don't know. Sorry, Charlie, I don't know. But anyhow, I feel like this, I would say it probably lasts maybe like a good 4 to 6 hours-ish. I would spray it on, and then sometimes I would mix it with the Kayali vanilla, or vanilla 28, or the Kayali musk. I just have a roller ball of those two. And so I would like rollerball those on, wait a couple of minutes, and then go back in and spray with this. I would also spray my clothes and stuff, kind of like using it as a, I don't know, I guess you could say like a body mist or hair mist, and just like misting all over myself. And it was great. I feel like it lasted for a long period of time. I received compliments. So, I mean, it doesn't really owe me anything. I feel like at this point in time, if you're on the fence about it, go to the store and smell it for yourself, because if you enjoy pistachios and you enjoy a scent that you can personally enjoy and it's not too much for other people, then this is great. And it's just perfection in my eyes. But, I feel like if you're interested in it, with the new Sephora sale coming up, I believe for the Rouge members, it starts on the 14th. And then for everybody else like myself, it starts on the 18th, where we get, I think, either 15 or 10% off your purchase. Like, now's the time to go to the store and smell it for yourself, just to be sure if you're interested or not. And then that way, when the clock strikes 12 or whatever time the powers that be at Sephora deem it to be able to get your percentage off, then go ahead and go for it and grab one. And even with me, like, it's only been a couple of weeks, but I've already been through like at least a third of this. So, you know, I mean, just start off with the 10 ml and see how you feel. Or you could always get the bigger one and the 10 ml like I did, and then, you know, decide later. But go ahead and get it while you can get it at that sale price. Speaking of sale prices, let me sit this little baby up here. So this is the 10 ml that I ordered online that finally came while I was out of town, of course. And then here is the Big Daddy 3.4. You know what? I should just go ahead and open this one because I know I'm going to keep this one for sure. Let's see here. So you guys can take a look-see and see if I can open it. Golly, gee whiz. Okay. Da-da-da! So, in case you're into the notes, it is pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. And, you know, like in all things, like some people smell certain things, some people don't. The cotton candy is like the one note that I haven't been able to catch that one like Pokemon just yet. So, yeah. But this is her in all her beauty. Thanks for hanging out for this unboxing. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna spray it on myself out the big bottle, baby, so I can feel fancy. Ooh, there we go. But it's really cute. I mean, some people, you know, I don't know. I just feel like in this day and age, like, we have enough problems in the world, and just like focusing on a fragrance so hard and critiquing every single little thing about it. Like, I know this sounds crazy after I went hard and just completely trashed the Bath and Body Works Pink Petal Pound Cake. Was it Pink Petal Pound Cake? I don't know what it was, but it was not what it was advertised to be. Period. I know. It sounds like kind of, you know, kind of contradictory that I'm saying this about like, why are people being so mean? But I don't know. I think it was just expectations were set that just were not what it was advertised to be. It's, for me, is one thing if you advertise something as a duck and when I purchase it and I get it, it's a duck. But if you advertise it as a duck and I think that it's supposed to be a horse and then I'm mad when I get it and it's a duck, like, then I don't know. I feel like that's kind of on me. But, you know, whatever. Everybody was raised with different values and stuff. So we shall move on. But this is her. Is she so cute? And I love the little white top. Oh, adorbs. All right, let's put her up here. Hopefully it doesn't fall like everything else that I put up there. It keeps falling and I just like still keep putting stuff up there. If you remember from my little Sephora candle sampler pack, I was like, oh yeah, so I need to order my free little candle. And so I ended up with the By the Fireplace and like a Wild Child. I had 2 of the sampler sets, so I just went ahead and got 2 of the By the Fireplace candles. So super excited about these babies, especially considering that they were like $70 for regular retail. And you know what? Here, let me show them to you real quick. $70 for regular retail, but I got the sampler for $55. So, I mean, you know, I feel like it's a great deal. So, why not? Okay, come on, sugar. Oh, wow, they like really put it all in there nice and delicate. But here it is. Oh, it smells so good too. I'm excited. I will probably not be burning this anytime soon. I will be holding on to it until the fall time because even though it smells like, oh, it just smells absolutely wonderful, but like it's 80 something degrees outside right now. So while I am blessed and thankful to have the air conditioning on and pumping in the house, like, I can't like this one. I just, smell that one cold and just, be thankful and excited. Ooh, for the fall. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I almost dropped that. All right. I've got to get like a little table or something. Never mind the fact that I keep like saying I need all these things, and Amazon is probably tired of coming to my house. But let's see. We have little samples. Let's see. Milk Hydro Primer, Wishful Glow, and Enzyme Scrub. My only like issue with the samples is like they sound all good and great until you get them in the mail and you're like, this is tiny. I guess it's a one-time use. They said, oh, you want a sample? Like, this is not Sam's Club where you gonna get a bunch of samples that are able to fill you up just a little bit. Like, no, this is just a little taste. But let's see. Also for samples, we have Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. Great little musky scent that's like your body, but like your scent just a little bit more emphasized. Love it. Then we also have Bubble Bath by Replica, which is really cute. Here, I'll open this one. I wish that all samples like came in the miniature bottle size because they're just so precious. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put this one in the box because I don't trust myself to put it on here. And then we have Commodity Milk. So I had ordered one of the Sephora favorites. It was like, it had a bunch of the different, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 different little samples, and the Commodity Milk was one of the options that you could redeem for. And so it was my choice. And so I'm excited to have that one as well. This one is like very, what's the word? Electronic, I think is how you would say it. I don't know. I probably need hooked on phonics because phonetically I'll struggle busting it. But no, it smells like very relaxing. I liked using the sample in the evening time just as like a nice like wind down. I don't know if I would love it enough to wear it like every day or during the day. If I did, I would assume that it would be more like a fall wintry fragrance. And that's another thing that I do like about Sephora is that they have their like favorites, and a lot of the times if you're interested in a fragrance or like you want a rollerball, I would highly recommend for you to check and see if it comes in the favorites pack, because in my mind, like I believe this is 30 or 35 bucks, right? And like if I knew that I was super interested, I could just blind buy this. But my thought process was, oh, if I get one of the Sephora favorites for the rollerball sets, then I can try like 5 or 6 different tiny little sample sizes to see like, do I really truly love and enjoy this fragrance? If not, there's still 5 or 4 other ones that came in this box that if I didn't love this one, I could choose the other one. So I'm not just like stuck with one. So that's why I highly recommend the Sephora favorite sets, especially for like perfume and for perfume. The candle, that was a different story. You can check that out in my YouTube video. But I would highly recommend it. But before you do it, make sure you check the prices of the full-size redemption items and then go and see if it's worth the price or not. Because one thing you would hate to do is like to purchase it and say this rollerball is only 15 bucks, but then you pay 28 bucks to get the fragrance favorite set. And you're like, well, dang, I spent 28 bucks. Like, yeah, I got to smell these other scents, but like the one that I wanted, I could have just paid 15 bucks. But thankfully, that wasn't the case with this one. But just wanted to put that out there. If you're ever interested in perfumes and you're just like, I want to get the best bang for my buck and have a positive experience. Sephora favorite sets, that's the way to go. But anyways, I have talked way too much. Hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight on the Kayali Pistachio Yum. I feel like I'm so unorthodox because I almost feel like most people that reviewed it ended up having like some green on, but considering I'm fresh from out of town and struggle busing, I was just like, nah, like my people just want to know what's up, what's really good. They could care less what I have on. So, ta-da! First person to review it without wearing green. But anyways, I hope that this information was helpful in making a quick decision before the Sephora sale that is coming up. Again, that's on the 14th for Rouge members, aka they got big money and they spend like $1,000 every year. Kudos to you. But the way that my checkings and savings is set up, I am part of the VIB club. And the insiders, who are the people who don't spend that much money, and we're able to participate in the sale on the 18th. So yeah, hopefully there's some leftovers and the Rouge members don't buy up everything. We shall see. But in any case, thanks for hanging out with me today and hope this was helpful. Let me know, are you considering purchasing some stuff from the Sephora sale? I'm still on the fence. You know, I keep thinking about things like maybe that new Fenty lipstick that everyone is like swearing by, or I don't know, maybe I could pick up another rollerball set for the Sephora fragrances because those are coming out, or like they have new ones coming out as well. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Are you a Sephora girl? I'm curious. Just let me know. But anyhow, thanks for hanging out today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!